Good afternoon, guys. It's working, bringing you a quick update on EOS. You guys are having a wonderful afternoon. We're looking at EOS to the US dollar. This is the 1 hour chart on Bitfinex, guys. And yesterday we spoke, EOS was sitting down here at about 4.40, somewhere thereabouts. I gave you a bullish and bearish scenario telling you that we had a lot of structure in either direction for the within the market. I told you that price had just come down here, guys, and we had hit a perfect almost 618 fib just inside the golden pocket, wicked right through the golden pocket here. Told you that was a good likely place for a strong bounce if this bullish count was in fact correct, that we'd likely see a strong bounce. Told you if we broke through there decisively, then more than likely that would invalidate it. Price did in fact get a very strong bounce off that, guys, even stronger than I had expected. Very impulsive looking bounce. In fact, this is my chart from yesterday. I'm showing you the possibility. Told you price was right down here. Gave you the possibility if he did bounce here, to be having 5 waves up. Told you the wave 3 target was going to be somewhere around 5.20, somewhere thereabouts, guys. We fast forward to today. We can see that wave 1 came up even stronger than I was anticipating. We had a much more a big influx in volume. 2, we're now up for the wave for wave 3. I'm not sure. Wave 3 has hit about 5.30. I gave you a target of 520 or 515, so it's a little higher even than I had expected for this wave 3, and I'm not even sure this wave 3 is over. We know that wave 3 has 5 subwaves within that, and it looks to me like we've got a 1, 2, 3 coming down for the 4 now, and possibly back up for the 5. So this third wave could end somewhere around here. I'm gonna have to wait and see how this kind of plays out here, guys. But I'm not convinced that this third wave is done quite yet, although it might be. It looks to me like it's going to come back down and test this 510. If this 510 does hold and we get a nice break off of that, creating a double bottom from this prior candle, that would be a very bullish indication, guys. And let's wait and see. So yes, this could be a wave 4, but I'm still thinking this might be a sub wave 4 of a wave 3 to complete the larger wave 3 here. But let's wait and see. But this so far has been a very bullish indication, guys. In fact, if I check out look at our volume here, volume the last few days we can see volume is about 650 million, 690 million, 588 million, and so on, guys. We haven't seen today. Volume is about 35-40% up. We're at 965 million, and today still has quite a few hours left in it. We haven't seen volume like this for about 3 weeks. Last time we saw anything that broke 800 million was July 24th. So last time we saw it, and it came up to about $1 billion, and we might see that today. We're already at 965. So let's wait and see how this plays out, guys. We are getting a lot of volume into the market, and that is translating onto chart, as we can see here. Wouldn't be surprised to see if I just pull my fibs from bottom at the top of wave 1 to the bottom of wave 2. We can see our target for wave 3 could be even, I mean, almost hit a perfect 1-to-1 extension, but we know wave 3 is often the longest and the strongest. Could even come up here and create, if it does target the 1.618, which is often the case with our wave 3, could even target as high as of 565, somewhere thereabouts. So let's just wait and see how this plays out, guys. Wait and see if we have another leg up. Wait and see how deep this wave 4 retraces. We know that wave 2, excuse me, guys, we know that wave 2 retraced right at, let's see, let me get it right on the bottom there. Wave 2 came just inside the 382 fib, so it's a very shallow retracement, so wave 4 might retrace a little bit deeper, but again, I'm not even convinced that we're on this wave 4 yet. I still think that we may be in a sub-wave 4 of the larger, finishing up the larger wave 3, as I said. If we come in here, we look at the 4-hour chart, guys. I don't know why my internet connection is moving pretty slow. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I had to pause it for a minute. The internet connection kind of cut out. But if we look at this larger chart here, we can see that price is coming just into this little supply zone right up in here, starting right about there and going right to about, came at just right above that, about 530, somewhere thereabouts. We can see that's a very strong resistance right into this zone. If we can break decisively above this 530 zone, guys, if we can break decisively above this top of this wick, which is actually at about 533 to be exact, so we can break above this 533, this prior high. Right now we had a perfect double top. Now if this thing was going to get rejected at a double top, guys, I would think that we would see it already, a nice massive rejection. Now we have seen this wick here almost mimicking this one here. It's kind of scary. But we haven't seen that massive rejection yet, and this is a very big test, guys. If this candle can hold, and if price does push above this 533, I think it's going to be a very quick rise up to at least 550, and at that point, guys, I think it'll find a lot of resistance. We can see that this was a very strong resistance point up here at about 550, guys, and then we're going to be flirting with this descending resistance line that's been in place for quite a long time, going all the way back to no, let's see. Actually, yeah, it's been in place for a long time, going all the way back to, I'm going to pull it up here, all the way back to early July at least. And it's been tested multiple times. If we can get north of that descending resistance line, guys, and get north of this $5.75 to $6 resistance, that's going to be a very, very bullish. I think it's going to be a very quick rise up to $7 at that point. But we're nowhere near the yet. Let's go ahead and try to clear this 533, so we aren't in danger of a double top and coming right back down. Let's see if we can clear that 533. It looks to me like it's consolidating now, possibly preparing for another rise up. And if we can decisively break 533, guys, as I said, guys, it's going to be a very, very bullish indication all the way around. We look at this, our 4-hour RSI, guys. 4-hour RSI just took off. As I showed you guys yesterday, we had a couple descending, we had this descending resistance line that we crashed through. We had this horizontal resistance line we've crashed through, multiple resistance lines we've crashed through, and now we're just trending up. We've hit about 62. So again, possibly a pullback here short term. Wouldn't be surprised to see it. Let's hope that this thing, if what was resistance should act as support. So we had this resistance area. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. We had this resistance right here, guys, that was fairly strong. We came right above it, came back down. If we zoom in here, it tested it, bounced right back up. That's a very bullish sign that resistance then acted as support. If it comes back down, tests it again, and bounces right back up, guys, if that holds, again, very, very bullish indication, continuing sign of strength. What I really want to see, though, this is on the daily RSI, descending resistance line here. I'd like to see it break above this descending resistance. If that happens, I do think that's going to be a complete momentum shift in the favor of the bulls, at least in the short term. Looking at short positions, shorts are starting to stack. However, if we look at longs, longs are stacking as well, guys. So market makers can push market in either direction to take out stops if they do decide to go stop hunting. Both are stacked in either direction, which means that we might get some actual decent structure into the market rather than just pure manipulation. If we look here at the 4-hour chart, we've broken above the upper Bollinger Band here, suggesting, again, temporary pullback, at least in the short term. It's getting resistance right at the 55-day EMA. We're just above it right now. If we can close above the 55-day EMA on the 4-hour chart, guys, open and then have another candle open and close above it, that's going to be a very bullish indication, continued sign of strength. What I'd like to see on the daily I'd like to see the daily close above this 8-day EMA, guys. If it can maintain above this 8-day EMA, close above this 8-day EMA, guys. Again, continuing sign of strength, continuing show that the market is in fact shifting in the bulls' favor. Come in here, look at the daily chart, guys. As I showed you, this area, as I showed you right up in here, very strong resistance between $6, $5.75. We've got to get above that. My max upside for today is going to be $5.50. I do believe we're going to find a lot of resistance there. We'll wait and see, guys, but that's my max upside for today. If we do break above it, guys, I'm going to be extremely bullish. What has to hold, in my opinion, is this 491. If this 491 breaks, I think it's going to be a very quick drop back to 457. And then we're just going to be consolidating sideways. But as long as this 491 holds, I'll remain bullish in the short term. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there, guys. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, I certainly would appreciate an upvote or a re-steam or a like, depending on where you're viewing this. And until next time, guys, please trade safe. This is Working, signing out.